So very good morning students. So in the previous class, see we discussed about a Doppler effect. In this Doppler effect, so this question is very important for IPE public examination, because from this chapter we'll get the one LAQ, right? So that already we finished a 4 LAQs and another LAQ is there, that is a Doppler shift, we'll see. So before that I'll tell you related to the Doppler effect, some cases are there. Because if we know the cases, then we will do the problems. If not, we cannot do the problems. That's what here I will tell you related to the Doppler effect, some cases. And here we know the in the previous class we did the apparent frequency, that we can say change in frequency observed by the observer, because of there is a relative motion between the source and observer. That's what here. So that that is already we did the expression for that. But for the problems, I will give you another expression for problem, same, that is, and this is same, that is for only problems I am telling. For problematics or for problems, apparent frequency is equal to n is equal to n naught, is nothing but a natural frequency or original v minus v naught by v minus vs. Yes, both are the same. In the previous class we did an expression for that apparent frequency, that is, and this is same. But for the problems it is very easy, we can do the problems on the basis of this formula. That's what you go with this equation. In this, n is nothing but a apparent frequency, we can call this is apparent frequency, which we can say apparent frequency, and this is we can call as the original or natural, it is original frequency. In this here v naught we know, that is the observer speed, vs we know source speed, and v we know speed of the sound in a medium. So you remember here, I will tell you some sign conventions which are very important. If we know the sign convention, then we can do very easily problems. Here, suppose again you take the same situation. Yesterday we did, in the previous class we did know. So that here a source is S. Generally source is emitting the sound. Speed of the sound is V. And here is the observer is there, right? Observer is at O, and observer velocity is V naught and source speed is Vs. So the thing is sign conventions are very important for the Doppler effect. Suppose, see, speed of a sound always we should take towards an observer only. So the speed of a sound towards an observer we should take. And coming to the point is, if source is moving along the direction of a speed of a sound, this is the first I want to say. If source and observer Vs and V naught are in the along the direction of speed of a sound, that is V, if or in the same direction, in this situation Vs we can take as the positive and V naught we can take as the positive, because or in the same direction. See, along the direction of a speed, along the direction of a speed of a sound, if source and observer are moving. So in this situation Vs and V naught is taken as to be positive. Suppose if opposite to speed of a sound, see, if Vs and V naught are moving opposite, Vs and V naught are moving in opposite direction to the speed of a sound. In this situation we can take as the Vs is negative and here V naught is also negative. Sir, I will show you the diagram also. Suppose here is the source. See, source is producing the sound, because observer is here O naught, it is V naught we can say. It is the speed of a sound towards an observer. But the source is moving like this Vs, and here observer also moving towards like this. So that in this situation, because the speed of a sound is moving, both are in the opposite direction, so that in this case here we should take the negative values for the conventional speed here, because the source producing the sound, see, the speed of a sound is V. For this speed of a sound, both observer and source are moving in opposite direction. So in this situation here we have to take the negative values, because sound is moving, speed of a sound, and it is moving away. Here it is towards opposite to this. Like this situation here, we have to take the negative values, and here coming to the point. See, based on this cases, based on this sign convention, let us will discuss about the cases in Doppler effect cases. See, cases here we have to take the formula for this only, not that equation which we derived. Yes, we can also take that, but instead of taking that, it is better, because for the problems it is very easy, we can do the problems. Now, let us will go for the first case. Actually, cases are very simple. That is about like this. Suppose the first case, now I am giving first case in this. If you say source is addressed and observer is moving. Observer is moving. See, source is addressed. That is, in this case, Vs is 0. But V0 is moving. So that V0 we have to say V0, observer is moving towards a source of sound or away from the source of sound. That we have to say. So first one I am telling, in this again you take like this. Suppose source, however, Vs is 0 at rest, but the source is producing the sound which is V, and your observer is right, is O. Now observer is moving along the direction of a source sound speed, so that V0 and V are in the same direction. In this case, V0 we have to take the plus V0, because both are in the same direction. See, speed of a sound and observer are in the same direction, so that there is an apparent frequency N0 into V minus V0. You take as plus V0 by V minus Vs you take as a 0, because is at rest. Then apparent frequency N0 into V minus V0 by V. So this is, we can say, or it is N is equal to N0 into 1 minus V0 by V also we can. When observer is moving away from it, is we can call as away from the source. Observer is moving away from the source. This is the case 1. In that case 1, it is the first one. It is. Let us will go for the second. In this, again, source Vs is at rest, and the source is producing the sound. The speed of the sound is, you say, V, and the observer is moving, right? Observer is O, is moving opposite. V0 is opposite to the speed of a sound. When it is opposite, therefore V0 we can take as the minus V0. Vs is however 0. Therefore here apparent frequency N is equal to N0 into V minus of minus V0 by V minus 0. Therefore apparent frequency, it is becomes V plus V0 by V. Then apparent frequency, it is 1 plus V0 by V. This is the case in case of a source is at rest and observer is moving. Source is at rest and observer is moving. It is only based on the sign convention it is. Because if source produced a sound, speed is V. For this speed, observer is moving. It is in the same direction. So by this situation, apparent frequency, and it is moving opposite. When it is opposite to the speed of a sound, we can take as the minus V0. This is the first case when source is at rest and observer is moving. Let us will go for the next case. Next case, that is source is moving but observer is at rest. The next case is source is moving but observer is at rest. Look at case 2. Now the source is moving. Now the source is moving, observer is at rest. Here, the case 2 here. Case 2 you take. Now, source S is moving, but O is at rest, that is observer is at rest. So S is the source and which produced a sound speed V, and here is the observer is at rest. So you take V naught is 0. Now let us, the source is moving along the direction of a speed of a sound Vs, so that both are in the same direction. You say Vs is equal to plus Vs. However, V naught is at rest because observer is at rest. Then in this case, apparent frequency N naught into 1 V minus 0 by V minus of V plus Vs. So apparent frequency is V by V minus Vs when both are in the same direction. Speed of a sound and a source are in the same direction. So the second point in this, you take as the second point. Suppose the source S and the sound is speed is V. However, observer is at rest. V naught is equal to 0. Now the source is moving opposite, or we can say away from the speed of a sound or away from the observer. So that Vs is equal to, we can take an as minus Vs. Now again apparent frequency N is equal to N naught into V minus, it is 0 because observer is at rest, V minus of minus Vs. In this formula Vs is taken as minus Vs. So that N is equal to N naught into V by V plus Vs. This is the second case when source is moving but observer is at rest. Source is moving, observer is at rest. Clear? Like this, it is the second case. Then we will move to the next case. Like suppose I want to say the case number is, you take as the both are moving now. Both source and observer are moving. Then what will happen the cases? Right. Case number 3, when S is moving and O also moving, both are in the moving or both are in motion. In this case, suppose the source S and observer is O. See, the speed of a sound is V, and now the source is moving along the direction of Vs and observer also moving in the same direction V naught. See, speed of a sound it is, and the source is moving as well as the V naught also moving in the same direction. So that V naught we can take as the plus V naught and Vs is we can take as the plus Vs, because both are in the same direction. No? So in this case here, apparent frequency N is equal to N naught into V minus V naught by V minus Vs, right? Here apparent frequency is equal to V minus, what is V naught? Yes, it is plus V naught by V minus of plus Vs, because also in the same direction. So that N naught into V minus V naught by V minus Vs. This is the apparent frequency when both are moving and in the same direction. Both are moving in the same direction. Clear? If in this case, second point I will tell you. Suppose if source and observer are moving in opposite, or else you say it is a Vs is moving like this, it is a S and the speed of a source, and here observer O. Suppose the observer is moving, V naught is, we can say opposite to this. Both are moving in like this. So that in this case, Vs we can take as minus Vs, V naught we can take as minus V naught. Then apparent frequency N naught into V minus V naught by V minus Vs. So N is equal to N naught of V. V only minus V naught. You say minus V naught, V minus of minus Vs. Like these are the cases related to the Doppler effect. Clear? This is the apparent frequency when source and observer are in motion. When source and observer are in motion. Okay, these are the cases related to Doppler effect. Right. Now, on the basis of Doppler effect and on the basis of these cases, let us, I'll tell you the problems, because in final examination, see, LAQs, generally they will ask you LAQ, along with the LAQ they will ask you one problem also, that is first question, and they will give you second question as B. So, that is for problem. So, then in this Doppler effect there is one problem is there. That problem I will tell you based on the cases only, very simple it is. If you know the sign convention, then we will do, it is very easy. See, I will read the question. The question is from our material. From our material, question number is 21 and the page number as, I am sorry, it is a page number. Here it is a question number is 10 and the page number as 21 is the page number from new materials. The question is given like this: two trucks heading in opposite direction with a speed. So, let us you draw a two trucks. So, the question now I am giving like two trucks, okay. This is the one truck, right. So, you said truck 1 it is, and here another truck also given, which are heading opposite to each other like this, right. It is a truck 2, both are moving in opposite direction. See, coming to the point is, in this case the truck 1 moving with a speed is equal to 60 km per hour and truck 2 is moving with a speed is 70 km per hour. See, the both are moving in opposite direction with a speed is 60 km per hour and 70 km per hour respectively, approaches each other. That is what here, both are moving in opposite direction. The driver of first truck, sound is on. So, here you say this is the truck 1, then he produces the sound. Therefore, further the frequency is given as the sound frequency is given as, here it is n is equal to 400 hertz, because he sounded the horn of the first driver. The frequency is given as 400 hertz. What frequency does the driver of the second truck hear? So, is asking what frequency, this is you say produced is n0, and the second truck driver, actually second truck driver, he hears the sound, and here the first one is he produces the sound, no, because is produced the sound, and the second driver is he observes the change in frequency, because both are in approaching each other. And you take as in the question is given the speed of the sound, whatever he produced the sound, further the speed of the sound is given as, here is 330 meter per second. Of course, it is a standard 330 or 340 speed of a sound in a air. So, that it is given like this. Clear? Now, After the two trucks have the passed each other, what is the frequency does the driver of the second truck hear? Again the question. See, first when they are approaching is asking when they are approaching, like it is, the first question is asking like this: when they are approaching each other, what frequency does the second truck driver receives? This is the first one. And the second is what is saying when they are crossed. When they are crossed, after that also the second truck driver receives the sound. What does the frequency received by the second driver receives? This is the question for that second. Let us both are approaching each other. Then we know frequency is equal to apparent frequency V minus V naught by V minus Vs. It is the original. Yeah, you look at here, the thing is that we have to get, actually this first driver speed of a sound and Vs, we can say sources, because he is producing the sound. Then you say this is the V naught is the observer, because he is observing the change in frequency. So in this case V and Vs in the same direction. So you take as Vs is plus, and here observer is moving opposite to this, then V naught is, you say, minus V naught. Therefore, the apparent frequency n is equal to n naught into here V minus V, opposite is moving, so that V naught by V minus Vs. And here you look at here, actually 60 km per hour gear, no? So that you convert into meter per second, because 1 km per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. See, we should convert into meter per second, because it is given in the kilometer per second. No? Here also you take, that is a 70 km per hour. No? So that 70 into 5 by 18 if you multiply like this. So that we will get the meter per second. This answer will be in meter per second, like after multiplying, so that we may get the 175 by, it is 9 meter per second. Which one? This is 70 km per hour. And as well as if you take this one also 50 by 3, it is meter per second. These are the two values after converting the meter per seconds. Here we should take the conversion. This is the observer speed and this you say source, because it's producing. Now these two values substitute here, will get the apparent frequency, and naught is given, the produced frequency is 400, V 330 plus V naught, it is 175 by 9 by V 330 again minus Vs is 50 by 3. Then you take simplification, then we'll get the ultimately the speed of a frequency, will get the 400, and after simplification will get like this 446, that apparent frequency observed by the observer when both are moving opposite to each other. When both are moving opposite to the each other, when the two trucks are moving in opposite. This is the case 1, right? Let us will go for the case 2. Sir, what is case 2? Suppose the truck 1 and truck 2 both are crossed, like this is the truck 1 and truck 2 both are crossed. Then also this frequency observed, change in frequency observed by the observer. Clear? In this case again we have to take the same sign convention, and which is to be here it is, we can get like this, because the source moving and the speed is moving opposite to the source. Vs is equal to, we can take as minus Vs, and V naught we can take as the, because the same direction V naught is plus, so that n is equal to n naught into V minus V naught by V minus Vs. In this again you write a sign convention will be like this, V minus V naught by V minus of minus Vs, because now the source is moving opposite to the sound, so that the here in this case will get the n is equal to n naught into V minus V naught by V plus, when they are crossed, when they are crossed by this situation, the apparent frequency will be n is equal to n naught into V minus V naught by V plus Vs. Again you substitute the values, so that we will get the answer. to be like this, the situation, the given situation, n is equal to n naught. How much is produced? 400, V 330, and here V naught. What is V naught here? Minus 175 by 9 by 330 plus, because Vs is plus, no, in this 50 by 3. Then you take a simplification so that the apparent frequency heard by the observer after a crossing, approximately it is a 358.33. Okay, these are the two answers. When he is crossed, it is when it is approaching each other. When he is approaching each other, to be like this. Okay, when two trucks, the problem is when two trucks approaching each other is one, and when they are crossed, therefore apparent frequency observed by the observer in that second truck. So that the observed frequency is 446 hertz when they are approaching, when they are crossed is 358.33 hertz. Right, this is the problem related to Doppler effect, and here we will see in the next class. Thank you, and you go through this problem for the Doppler effect, and 1-2 problems are there. I will discuss in the next class, and as well as the last question is there, that is a Doppler shift. I will finish in the next class. Thank you very much.